So October, I've proven, has been good. Does that mean it's guaranteed to be good? No, I get it. Just because something have had this historical pattern does not make it a guarantee that it has to be just as great this time around, right? History doesn't always repeat, but it tends to rhyme. And we have a lot of data that shows that we are rhyming. First of all, we know that the whales are still piling in. Retail inflows are still low. Retail investors still don't quite believe. The alts are still kind of weak. Memes are still kind of weak, even though we saw a little resurgence. But whales, the institutions, they are not stopping. They know. They continue to load up. And we know ultimately there is going to be a supply shock. And that means something. When you have more demand than supply, that adds up and means something, right? Metaplanet just kicked off another billion yen worth of Bitcoin purchasing. It sounds like a lot, but it's about $7 million worth. But still, they continue to add more and more and more and more Bitcoin. That's fine, right? They don't need to purchase like $100 million or $1 billion like Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. Right? Even a little bit at a time adds up. So in total, they already have 500 Bitcoin now, right? Just through DCAing. But we have a lot of other big players that are probably coming in. Michael Dell just sells. He's very big on Bitcoin. All of a sudden sells about $1.2 billion worth of stock. What do you think he's going to do with that Bitcoin? I mean, what do you think he's going to do with that cash? Speculation, maybe he's going to be buying $1.2 billion worth of Bitcoin. Maybe he has billions of Bitcoin already. We don't know. Not everyone is so forthcoming in terms of their Bitcoin holdings, right? And like I said, the institutions are not stopping. Yesterday, even though it was kind of bad, we still had a $61.3 million inflow. And if you look at going to the beginning of September, even though September didn't look all that great, it didn't, especially the beginning of September, we crashed down into the low 50s and then we slowly recovered. September didn't seem like it was a great month at all, but we had the best September ever in Bitcoin's history. And look at all the inflows into the ETFs. These add up, especially the last 2 days of last week. Close to $1 billion of inflows, right? So, supply shock is still in play. Ignore short-term volatility. Focus on long-term fundamentals, right? And you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And you know what? October is here, so even better. Even better. 100K bullish bets. Nearly 1 billion open interest on Deerbit. A lot of people are betting on $100,000 Bitcoin right now. Can't blame them. I do think 100,000 is still on its way by the end of this year. I still think so. And I think a lot of people agree with me. That's why it is the most bullish bet right now on Deerbit. And according to Plan B's model, right? Plan B's model is saying that we should be hitting $1 million by the end of next year. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but we are going to go a lot higher. We're going to go a lot higher. According to stock to flow. I don't know if it's been invalidated. A lot of people argue stock to flow has been invalidated because in 2021, it didn't hit $100,000. It was close. It didn't hit it. You could argue because the Fed pivoted and started raising rates. You could argue SBF was causing a lot of market manipulation. Had those two things not happened, stock to flow may have been right and Bitcoin could have hit $100,000. Right? And it seems like it's going up by 10 every single cycle. So does that mean we're supposed to go from $100,000 to $1 million this time around? I mean, I guess so, but I just, that's a little bit too aggressive. There is the power of diminishing returns, right? Those rainbow charts I show you. That's usually, I think that's more reasonable. But who knows? Who knows? It may happen. Anyways, again, more focus on October. You could see the last few times, March through October, generally speaking, not really good times. I mean, not horrible, but you could see in 2020, March through October, we had that nasty dip down to $4,000. And then, you know, we just kind of hovered, and October came around and boom, we just like started skyrocketing. Last year, same thing. March through October, we're stuck in the 20s. Nothing was happening, going sideways, and then boom, we went up to 73,000, right? And this year, you know, from March to October, or March to end of September, right? Really not a whole lot. We went down a little bit from 73,000 down to where we were yesterday, like 66 or 63. But you know, October is here. October is here. So let's see what's going to happen later this week, later this month. Are we going to have the same kind of movement? I'm excited. I'm excited. And then lastly, I'll show you this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he makes a really good thesis here. Basically, using the 99th percentile power law regression model on Bitcoin's price data starting from July of 2013 till today, it's predicting that Bitcoin will top out in November of next year. So close, a little bit earlier than the end, November 1st of 2025. And it should top out around $275,000. So this is going all the way back to 2013, applying this power law regression model and extrapolating that, applying it to now, $275,000. That's not unreasonable. That is within line with what a lot of people think. So if you want some fancy charts, that's what it looks like. Again, I'm looking forward to it.